Hello and welcome, Pisces. My name is Ms. Weets. This is your money, career, and finance reading for the rest of June. First, we're going to start off with Pendulum. You might find letters or numbers or days of the week that are important to you, even a yes or no question of your asking in your own head. And also, we're going to get into the tarot and oracle for added messages. If you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. If it doesn't resonate with you, be sure to pass it on to the next person. Perhaps it is not your message, perhaps it is theirs. Let's get into the pendulum reading, and we're going to find out what it is that concerns you, Pisces, for the rest of June. Money matters. All right, so I got the words too lighthearted and financially unreliable. There's something that you're doing that is not necessarily fulfilling you, or it could be the fact that you are being very emotional over the job that you're doing, or maybe it's something that's been right, like knocking at the front door, and you're wanting to answer it or you're wanting to address it, but you're allowing this knocking to stay there, and you're just trying to ignore it, but the knocking keeps getting louder and louder. So maybe this is telling you that you might need to move on to something else that is more financially reliable, or either there's a new opportunity knocking at the door, but you don't want to let it go because you're afraid that you're not going to enjoy it. There's something around being too afraid to take that big leap or that next step. Okay, I think that you need to be a little bit more aggressive, Pisces. Now let's take a look at the next pendulum chart. Religious vacation. Oh, that was really big. Okay, so the words religious vacation just came out. And I feel like maybe you could be investing your religious beliefs in something else, or like starting to reading more books on religious scripture or something like that, or either just checking out laws of attraction and how to create abundance in your life from different religious texts. Okay, so I know a lot of people use Psalms in order to bring in abundance in their life, and for a lot of things. Sorry, my phone is ringing. And I believe that this is going to be something that kind of greatly helps you to understand how you can get forward by investing in something that's just religiously, it can give you a new perspective. I'll say it like that, okay? Because that's a touchy subject for a lot of people. Now let's look into our days of the week. So let's look into our numbers and any letters and initials that may give us insights dealing around Pisces for the rest of June. Sunday is an important day, and Wednesday is an important day for you, Pisces. Looking at some initials, we have N, T, Q, O, and Y. Okay. Now let's check out some numbers that are important. 4. 4 represents structure and manifestation and having a strong foundation. And we have the number 1, which is the beginning of something. It leads you to something else, and it's also an encompassing qualities of all other numbers. Okay. And I feel like this is some sort of a liberation. Okay. The number 3, which is about building, or it's about growth and progression. And the number 6, about cooperation, communication, relaxation, things like that. So those numbers, I want you to remember them. Oh yes, I want to do my yes and no question. Those numbers, I want you to remember them because they also could be dates. They could be, what do you call those, life path numbers? I don't know. You just use it how you see fit. Just remember the numbers, because when we look at what we're moving toward, that could be representative of a time that you could receive this blessing or whatever it is for the month of June. Okay. Now, I want you, Pisces, to take a second to ask a question in your head, and let's find out if this answer is a yes or is it a no. Okay, what is Pisces' answer? Is it yes or no? The answer looks like it is a no. That is not necessarily negative. That's not a negative thing. That may mean that it's not the right time yet, depending on what you ask. But the answer is no. There might be something better for you. Okay. And now let's go into some rune cards for more information for finances, money matter, career, possibly, for Pisces for the rest of June. I'm going to cut this deck. Yerha. Yerha is about putting investments into something that is going to have slow growth, but at the same time, when it's your time to be fruitful and make a move, when it's time to pull that fruit or harvest that fruit, is going to be very ripe and a very prosperous year for you. So something is happening either in the next year or the end of a cycle that's going to bring abundance for you, basically. More information. So this next year, this coming year, is going to bring abundance is what it looks like. Okay. And then we have Dagas. And Dagas is about having a breakthrough or embarking upon a new enterprise. So something that you're doing every day is leading you to enlightenment. Or if you're feeling trapped or if you're feeling stagnant right now, you're embarking upon a new awakening. You are going to be in some sort of realization of where you need to be, how to get there. Okay? Maybe this can come in the form of an answer, of a reply, of a yes letter, of an energy, like oh, I feel motivated. Let's see more information. Oh. Divine blessing, a gift from the universe. You're going to be receiving blessings. I really feel like there could be a message, or maybe you could be receiving money sometime in the month of June that is going to help you embark upon this new venture that you have, okay? Give back. I feel like people that you have given to are going to be giving back. This is also another reflection of Yerha. To me, when you put in the work, people who notice that you put in hard work and that you are consistent, those people are going to show up for you. And this is how you give back. Okay, you could be getting more tips. You could be getting donations because you've always given donations. I just feel like there's what you put into the situation, it's finally coming back to you. Okay, so a lot of you could literally just be donating to like different causes or giving tips, and the universe is getting ready to give back to you in the form of information or in the form of being fruitful. Okay, more information for Pisces. Don't be afraid to fail. Yes, that's most important. Don't be afraid to fail. There's always another time. Like there's always another opportunity and another perfect timing for you. And if you feel like it's going to take you too long to restart, remember like the energy of Yerha is a year, is the time to harvest. There's a time to harvest, and perhaps maybe it's not your time. Maybe you have to do things a lot more slowly. Yerha is a slow card. It usually represents a year, a full year, a completion of a cycle is really what it represents. But don't be afraid to fail. If you're in a position where you feel like you are, fell on your face, fell on your ass, get back up, try it again. Okay, one more card and then we're done with this. Relocating. Home, city, state, job, or business. A lot of you are moving somewhere that is more, that promotes a happier environment. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of sunlight and a lot of natural things around you. Like things are right there at your beckoning call. You're going to be in a position to where your needs are right there. All you have to do is just reach up and pull it off the tree. Okay. Also seeing that you're going to have a breakthrough once you get to this, once you decide to relocate, whether it's changing your job or changing your business, changing your career, changing the city, maybe even changing your name. Hell, I don't know. If you want to call yourself Queen Sheba or whatever you want to call yourself, you look up the names that you want to call yourself. And I feel like you embody that energy of the person that you're calling yourself, the name that it represents, the meaning of that name. You become that, you embody that. So try something that's a little bit more psychological. That would be interesting if you were to try to change your name or give yourself a nickname and go by that nickname and, write it down, look at the name, and then embody what does that name mean to you, and then start to absorb the energy that comes off that name, if that makes any sense. Okay, so let me put these cards down here and we're going to flip some tarot cards and see what else your opportunities are. Look at your primary focus, any blockages, things that you might need to let go of, and what is coming towards you financially, Pisces, for the month of June, for the rest of June, what's coming towards you. I just saw the Three of Swords, and I feel like I need to talk about that really quickly. If there's some disappointments, but I feel like that comes from like not giving up. So if there are disappointments surrounding you, just know that there is an opportunity to make new plans to start again, and it's not the end of the world. There's a little bit of a disappointment surrounding that Three of Swords, but it's not going to be the end all be all. Okay, you have the energy of Knight of Wands. All right, so Knight of Wands is definitely going to be your primary focus. It's about movement. It's about taking a risk. It's about being daring yourself to like take that creativity, that free-spirited attitude, and spin it into something that's, that's lusty, that people want to see, that people want to interact with and engage with. Or sometimes the Knight of Wands is about just going the distance, having the stamina to do things. But my thing is sometimes when we have the Knight of Wands, it's also a fast burnout. So you need to make sure that you're taking the time to rest and stay consistent, because sometimes the Knight of Wands are not always consistent here. And then we have the Page of Wands. So we have 2 new starts. Okay, so I'm really getting the energy of starting something and then stopping or burning out or feeling like you want to change something else. It's okay to change your mind if that's what this is telling you. You keep trying and trying until you find something that makes your heart just as happy. But my thing is, once you find that, try to stick to it, okay? Because I feel like the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands together, that tells me that you're doing a stop and go. And this is what's going to slow you down. Make the commitment to stay into something long term. If you find that you're getting excited over something that, yeah, this is great, and then you change your mind, be wary of that. Constantly doing that over and over is not going to yield you the results that you want. That's why we have the rune Yerha here. Yerha literally represents putting energy into the same thing over and over, doing it in repeat if you have to, and beating that energy into your head, into your psyche, until you have the results that you're looking for. Let's look at the opportunities to grow up on. The opportunities is that you have an abundance around you. You have the best resources already, and you have ample. You already have ample money that might be saved up that you can dig back into to really get whatever it is, to really get those new ideas flowing. So don't waste that opportunity right here. Okay. Now let's look at other opportunities that you have. Did I call this the other opportunity, or did I say that this is the strength? This is supposed to be the strength that you have, okay? Now other opportunities is the Queen of Wands. Wow, we got a lot of fire energy surrounding you. What? That's crazy, Pisces. Queen of Wands is about putting your crown on and wearing that personality and feeling like you're above anyone who tries to tear you down. They can't touch you. Okay, you're using like a law of attraction, you're using your charm to get what you want, and you have like this divine sense about you that tells other people what you want in life, because they're used to seeing people who have really flashy things. And I feel like you don't necessarily have to have the flashiest of things, but there's something about your spirit that is very attractive, that whatever it is that you have on the outside of you, like the inside of you is so much more richer for some reason. Okay, because I'm looking at Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. They go together very well. There's a richness about you. It's basically what it is. I feel like you want that richness that's within you to kind of be shined outwardly. Okay. Also, I feel like you have options. Queen of Wands always have options, and she's always got charismatic attitude. Nobody can tell her nothing. She's snapping her fingers all day long. Okay. What are you moving away from, and what is coming towards you? Everybody is moving away from this competition type thing. Everybody's moving away from this competition and feeling like you have to defend yourself. Your presence alone is enough to get people shaking in their boots. Okay. And even though your energy may be very settled, I feel like the Seven of Wands is telling people like, you gotta watch out for this one. This one gonna be something big. Like she's gonna hold her own ground. Like she is solid as a rock. She's not moving. Once she finds her stable footing, or moving around so much, gonna be on stable ground from here on out. Let's see what's coming near you. Queen of Pentacles. This is so good. Okay, wow. So Queen of Pentacles, that is very stable and down to earth. It's stable, it's down to earth, it's practical, and it's useful, and it's reliable. So the Queen of Pentacles is taking all this energy of defending yourself and being on edge and being comfortable, because you've kind of fought for what you needed. It really doesn't even feel like you're fighting other people. It just feels like you were kind of like your own worst enemy at one point, and now you're in tune with yourself. Instead of being your own worst enemy, you're in tune with yourself now. So you're accepting the grace that comes from being consistent. You're accepting the profit that comes from it. You have something that's very, very shiny. You have something very shiny that you're focused on and that has the potential to grow, because Queen of Pentacles nurtures what they have and they multiply it. So Pisces, I hope that this reading meant something to you. If it did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If it did not resonate with you, just pass it on to the next person, because maybe the message was not for you. But if you would, please check out my other videos on cardinal, fixed, and mutable signs for the month of June. And if you would also stick around and subscribe to my channel, I am going to be doing more some pick a card readings, especially yes or no questions. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching this whole video through. Bye.